Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. This is Mike, and this is Mike Dell's World. This is number 425 for November 19th, 2025. And I'm still on doing them daily in the morning here. But yesterday was a bit of an adventure, I have to say. The topic of this one is kind of slowing down, and yesterday was one of those days. It was death by Zoom. I had Zoom meetings I had 15 minutes between each Zoom meeting all day, and it was all good. Got a lot of stuff done, but it was trying. And the other weird thing is I got up super early. I couldn't go back to sleep. Don't know why. But, so I was definitely behind the eight ball all day yesterday. Got a good night's sleep last night, though. Went to bed early, and so we're up and ready to go. But the thing about slowing down, and that could be applied to a lot of things. But I find that, I don't know. It's been like a highly stressful year for me. A lot of moving parts, a lot of strange occurrences. Our founder of Blubrry passed away, a couple months ago. That was a shocker. Before that, I had a few other little traumatic events, nothing earth shattering, but just lots of moving parts, and I'm really looking forward to this winter. Hopefully I can slow down. Last winter I couldn't. Last winter I was taking care of Mom's driveway, our drive, tractor back and forth. It never really stopped. Never really stopped snowing for 2 or 3 months, 3 months anyway, and it was just busy. And this year I'm going to take it a little different. Even if it is a heavy snow year, I'm going to, leave the tractor out at Mom's, make sure she can get in and out. That's, the number one thing. And then when I have time, on a Saturday or a Sunday, I'll go and do a good clean out of the snow, and then I'll bring the tractor into town, do ours, we can get out. I've got, big 4-wheel drive truck. My wife's got a 4-wheel drive SUV. The neighbor who we share the driveway with has 4-wheel drive. The other neighbor that I take care of, she's got 4-wheel drive. So we can all get out unless it's a super big blizzard. We can all get out and get around. So I'm not that worried about it. Even my mom's got 4-wheel drive, but I'd like to keep her as cleaned out as I can, But this winter, I plan on doing some intentional slowing down. Instead of just hair on fire, going here, going there, doing this, doing that. I'm gonna block out time that I am just going to freaking sit in the recliner and read a book, or put on my snowshoes and go for a walk in the woods if the snow conditions are such, or just do something other than just constantly going from event to event to event to event to or chores. Yes, the snow needs to be moved, but it doesn't need to be moved immediately, and it doesn't need to be moved daily. As I was talking about with the heating with wood, I'm going to actually heat with some wood this year. I'm going to use our fireplace. I'll sit there in the recliner by the fireplace with maybe some jazz music on, and the wife and I can just sit there and read our books. And, likely the likeliness of getting her to slow down, I don't know. But, life gets too busy. I'm going to be 60 coming up in January, and not that that's old. I don't feel old, nothing like that. It's just it's time to stop and smell the roses, so to speak, rather than being completely busy all the time. Yeah, during work hours I work and talk to a lot of people, and And, we're going through some stuff at Blubrry, we're still kind of reeling from the loss of Todd. And, we haven't quite worked out yet, how that's all going to work. But so far, it's working great. We got a deep team and all that. But, like yesterday, it was, like I said, meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting. And then, of course, the Cloudflare problem yesterday didn't affect us all that much. But it was, just one more thing where, you try to use a tool on the internet and it's not working, and it's not necessarily our fault, not the fault of, anybody other than, Cloudflare had an issue, and Cloudflare powers a lot of the internet, unfortunately. Same thing with Amazon, AWS. They power a lot of the internet. And, when there's a big outage, there's a big outage. There's not much anybody can do about it. But that really, it does put some of my customers on edge. So, yeah, that was my day yesterday. Today, the schedule looks a lot better. So when I get out to go to work here, I'll it looks like the schedule is going to be a lot nicer. But we'll see. But anywho, that was just kind of a quick update, and maybe think about how can you slow down your schedule. Intentionally take some time to just sit and think. I was thinking the other day. I'm sitting in my recliner after work. I'm watching YouTube videos on the big screen, or watching a TV show or whatever. I forget what it was all about, but I was with my wife, and she said, "Hey, can you pause this? I got to run in the other room." So she runs into the other room, and what do? Is I grab my phone and I bring up YouTube Shorts. I'm like, that never happened back in the day. We were allowed to be bored, and nobody's bored anymore. I don't know. Maybe that's what we need to get back to. I always joke with everybody, when I retire, I'm going to get a flip phone, and I'm not going to do texts. You want to talk to me, call me. Otherwise, forget it. We'll see if that happens, because I am sort of addicted to the tech to a point. But at some point, you just got to be bored. So anyway, I don't have anything else. So tomorrow, I'm going to talk about winter driving. Kind of ironic. Usually by now we have at least some snow on the ground, but we have none. But we did experience a little bit of winter driving about a week ago. And yeah, people aren't good at it. So let's see if we can, and maybe that goes right along with slowing down. Anyway, catch you tomorrow.